Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for joining. I'm Amr Saber, and today's day 11 of my 30-day lockdown challenge, where I'm working on bettering my mindset and getting myself out of the slump that I've been in as of late due to these COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions. Now, if you've also been suffering through lockdown stress and lack of motivation, then you're going to want to follow along as I drop a new video each and every day for 30 days, giving you tips, tools, and techniques that I'm using in my journey, and hopefully you'll find helpful as well. So I hope you've been enjoying these car rants, guys. I think I'm going to continue with them for a little while. I've been getting a lot of great feedback about them, so I want to give it a try and see how they go. In today's rant, I want to dive a little bit into the concept of fear. So I think fear is one of the biggest things that really hold us back from trying something new or trying to improve on our lives. And in my opinion, it's a very unhealthy kind of fear, if I can be quite honest. You know, fear exists in us as an emotion primarily to protect us, to stop us from touching the fire. We should be afraid of that. To stop us from falling off the edge of the cliff. We should be afraid of that. That kind of fear is a healthy fear. Unfortunately, the fear that really preoccupies most of our minds is a fear of the unknown. If we try to do something, we might fail or we might get rejected, and that scares us. So we avoid these things just so we don't face that worst case scenario that we've built up in our heads. But guess what, guys? Exactly as I said, typically that's worst case scenario. And even to further that thought, not only is it typically worst case scenario, it's typically worst case scenario exuberantly amplified. We really blow up what we think might happen. We think our whole lives are going to crumble if I try this new thing and I fail at it. Guess what, guys? I'm sorry to tell you, but you're wrong. And I challenge you to try. You know, I want you to take something that you've been thinking about doing and just have been really scared to jump right into it. And I want you to dive right in. I want you to block out that fear in your head of, oh, I might fail, or oh, they might laugh at me. You're right. You might fail and they might laugh at you. And all those things that you build up in your head, you're right. They might happen. What you're wrong about, though, is how bad that's going to be. So what if people laugh? So what if people don't get what you're trying to do? Does it make you happy? If it does, then you should pursue it. It's as simple as that. Or if you just want to explore and see, maybe it makes me happy, maybe it's something I can be successful at, dive in, guys, and try. What do you got to lose? To me, we got to weigh out the pros and the cons. We got to look at what good can come out if I actually can succeed at this thing versus what am I going to lose if I don't? And I bet you most of the time, the good far outweighs the bad. I know a lot of the time when I'm scared to do something, I might procrastinate it for a long time, sometimes years, to be honest with you. But usually I talk myself into it, into at least trying. Sometimes I stick it out and sometimes I don't. And that's something I'm working to better in myself. But at least I give it a shot. And that's what I want you guys to do. Again, I want you to pick something that you've been thinking about doing, and I want you to dive in head first. What's the worst that can happen? There's really no need to be afraid of the unknown, guys. The fear that we build up in our heads, again, is typically 1,000 times worse than the actual worst case scenario that could happen. And even to further that thought, the worst case scenario typically doesn't happen. We again just build that up in our heads. So I hope that today's video was a little bit helpful, guys, and that it's going to encourage you to go out and try something that you've been thinking about doing for a long time. At the end of the day, guys, it's all about happiness. It's all about chasing our dreams and doing those things in this world that are going to fulfill us as human beings. I want that for you. So go out and try something new today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys, and if you did, please smash that like button. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I drop a new video every single day for 30 days.